Today I'm reviewing the Marantz NR1510 UHD AV receiver, a slim 5.2-channel home theater amplifier with Dolby TrueHD and DTS-HD master audio support, Alexa compatibility, Wi-Fi streaming, and network features. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've used this receiver in a real living room setup with a modest speaker system, fronts, center, surrounds, and a sub, for movies, music streaming, and everyday audio. What follows reflects actual use rather than just a list of specs. Let's set expectations early. This is not a large AVR with oversized power or huge heat sinks. It's a slim amplifier designed to fit under a TV stand or in tighter AV furniture, and it drives speakers directly rather than requiring separate power amps. It also doesn't chase audiophile separate sound quality, it's tuned for balanced home theater and everyday listening. In movie use, the NR1510 delivers surround formats like Dolby TrueHD and DTS-HD master audio with clarity and dynamics that feel natural in typical living room setups. Dialogue is clear once channels and levels are calibrated, and action soundtracks maintain a sense of space without feeling overly bright or harsh. It doesn't wow in the way flagship gear can, but it feels composed and consistent. With music, this receiver stays neutral and controlled. Acoustic tracks, vocals, and streaming playlists come through without artificial emphasis or unnatural coloration. It isn't the colored, boosted sound that tries to wow you, it presents the source material in a straightforward way. That means if you prefer extra bass or bright highs, you'll tailor that through room acoustics or speaker choice rather than expecting the receiver to do dramatic EQ shaping. Streaming and network features are practical in real use. Built-in Wi-Fi and HAS let you pull music from supported services over your home network. Bluetooth and Apple AirPlay add easy wireless playback from phones or tablets. Once set up, switching between local files, streaming services, and Bluetooth sources worked reliably without frequent dropouts. Alexa compatibility is a convenience rather than a core strength. Voice commands for basic control, volume up/down, input switching, are useful if you already use voice assistants, but they don't replace the remote or app control if you prefer deeper navigation. Thin receivers often raise questions about noise and heat. In everyday use, the NR1510 stays cool to the touch and doesn't generate distracting fan noise. It's a simpler class of receiver without active cooling fans, so heat is dissipated through its chassis quietly. That makes it easier to live within furniture with typical ventilation. The user interface and setup menus feel straightforward and work without confusion. You can dial in speaker distances, levels, and basic room EQ in minutes. It's not a flashy interface, but it's functional and gets you where you need to be without frustration. Now, limitations matter. At around 85 to 90 W per channel, depending on load and room, this isn't a powerhouse for very large rooms or extremely inefficient speakers at high volume. If you want cinema-level SPL in a big open space with giant floor standers, you'll hit current and headroom limits sooner than with a larger AVR and external amps. That's a practical reality, not a flaw. It's the design trade-off for a slim form factor. Also, while network streaming and HAS are useful, they're less deep in features than some dedicated streaming endpoints or separate DAC/streamer combos. If your priority is layering detailed DSP or ultra-fine room correction, external tools outperform here. This receiver makes the most sense for setups where you want slim, space-aware AV hardware, run a modest surround speaker setup, up to 5.2. Stream music and enjoy modern formats over Wi-Fi, value straightforward control over extreme power if your priority is ultra-high SPL in a very large room or driving very low-efficiency speakers at loud volumes. A larger AVR with more robust power or external amps is a better match. Here's the bottom line. The Marantz NR1510 delivers balanced, everyday home theater and music performance in a slim, easy-to-live-with package. It doesn't chase exaggerated claims. It focuses on real, usable features and sound that fits most living room systems. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.